before the smoke ever rose. The fire had already chosen its path. Far from the bayou, in the land of fjords and stone, a man carried guilt like a shadow stitched to his soul. He didn't speak of it, but the wind knew, the mountains remembered, and the water waited. Now he walks the gravel road between two worlds, where memory burns and redemption flickers in the dark. This is where the saga begins. This is smoke signals from the bayou.
Smoke signals from the bayou, telling me I can't outrun all the sins I try to bury right like fall before the sun. Every ripple knows my secret, every shadow knows my name. I keep walking through the water, but it never washes shame. Cypress branches hanging low, whispering like they know my past. But I came from northern mountains where the winters always last. Saw my face inside the water, but it wasn't looking back. Just a boy from cold Norwegian nights who somehow slipped off track. Ballerinas crying softly like a ghost that won't let go. Harmonicas are warning in the places I don't show. I've been running from the truth, but the bayou pulls me in, like a saying you can't hide behind the fjord you came from, friends. Smoke signals from the bayou, telling me I can't outrun all the sins I try to bury right like fall before the sun. Every ripple knows my secret, every shadow knows my name. I keep walking through the water, but it never washes shame. Lit a fire by the shoreline, trying to burn what hurt the most. But the smoke rose up like memories from a far northern coast. Every lie I ever told, every promise that I broke, came back swirling in the shadows of that thick and bitter smoke. Gator eyes are watching me like judges in the night. But I've seen storms above the fjord that gave the sinkhole kind of fright. I keep waiting through the silence, but the truth keeps dragging slow. Cause the bayou don't forget you, and neither does the snow. Smoke signals from the bayou, telling me I can't outrun all the sins I try to bury right like fall before the sun. Every ripple knows my secret, every shadow knows my name. I keep walking through the water, but it never washes shame. I've been praying for forgiveness, but the water stays the same. Cold and dark and honest, whispering my broken name. If redemption lives out here, it's hiding deep beneath the skin. But I hear echoes from the homeland saying face was done, my friend. So I'm standing in the twilight where the fall begins to rise, and it feels like coastal mornings back beneath Norwegian skies. Ain't no running from the truth when the swamp begins to speak. Every echo in the distance hits me harder every week. But maybe there's a mercy in the things that harm me still. Like the mountains taught me courage and the fjords taught me to feel. So I follow where the smoke goes, let it guide me through the night. Cause the bayou knows my story and it's time to make it right. Smoke signals from the bayou, telling me I can't outrun all the sins I try to bury right like fall before the sun. Every ripple knows my secret, every shadow knows my name. I keep walking through the water, but it never washes shame.
Before the signs grew loud, they were only whispers on the wind. The mountains shifted in their sleep, and the deep fjords stirred with a quiet warning. Ravens circled where no bird should fly, and the old paths felt colder under his boots. He didn't know it yet, but the world had begun to move around him, slow, heavy,
and ancient. This is where the story turns.
This is where the north wakes.
This is part 2. Fire beneath the fjord.
I follow the smoke across the wall, where the swamp turns cold and the night grows tall. Ravens circle like they know my story, whispering secrets only mountains recall. The river froze but it kept on breathing, like something ancient waiting under the ice. I felt the bayou burning in my footsteps, calling me north where the fever dries. Shadows move where the pine trees shiver, something wild in the northern air. I hear the drums of a distant spirit telling me, boy, you're not alone out there. There's fire beneath the fjord tonight. Glow the rises where the dark runs deep. It's swamping my blood and the north in my bones. Two worlds wake up from a restless sleep. I see the flames in the frozen tide, hear the howl of a worry born. I'm the wanderer caught between the waters, walking the line where the wildest swarm. Tracks in the snow that don't belong here, eyes in the dark where the bayou shine. Rooms carved fresh in an ancient cedar, marking a path that was never mine. The wind speaks low in a southern rhythm, carrying ghosts from the Delta mud. They fight on me, fall from the swamp soul kingdom, tracing the echo in my northern blood. Stone clouds gather like a warning omen. The fjord grows restless under moonlit skies. Salty skirts where the worlds are crossing, a too wild for a man to hide. There's fire beneath the fjord tonight. It glow the rises where the dark runs deep. It's swamping my blood and the north in my bones. Two worlds waking from a restless sleep. I see the flames in the frozen tide, hear the howl of a worry born. On the water a call between the waters, walking the line where the wildest swarm. And the river speaks and the Nordic cadence, calling me back to the place I fled. Bayou spirits in the northern shadows, dancing like flames in the world half dead. I feel the pull of the old and the new, a fire rising where the cold once ruled. If a swamp and a fjord go claim my soul, then I'll walk their path as a man renewed. I go to north where the wild is swarm. There's fire beneath the fjord tonight. There's fire beneath the forge by water, and it burns with the truth I can't ignore. Two worlds meet in a wide collision, a storm of rules. I was born to wish blood. I see flames in the frozen tide, hear the call of a world reborn. I'm the wanderer
You feel it the moment you enter. A pressure in the cold air, a slow movement under the ground. Raven's Hollow is not empty. It listens. It watches. It remembers every step. It remembers you. I have followed your path. I have heard your breath in the dark. The earth reacts when you come near. It is not the wind calling you. It is me. There is something under the ice. It waits for you. It moves when you breathe. It knows your name. Walk forward. Through the trees that lean toward you. Toward the light rising from the ground. Toward the ravens gathering above you. Tonight the hollow opens, and I have been waiting for you. This is part 3. Raven's Hollow.
I saw you step into the hollow. Boots hitting frost like a warning drum. The trees pull back like they knew your history, like they felt the storm you'd become. The ground kicked up a slow, hard heartbeat, rolling under frozen stone. Every shadow rose to meet you. The wild has never left you alone.
Yeah, I felt that rumble.
The wind said turn, but the fire said ride. Two chills clawing at your soul. Ravens circling like they read your story, like they'd walk this road before you're closer than you know. Something's waking in Raven's Hollow, rising out like thunder through the flame. It roars like wheels on a midnight highway, screaming out your buried name. If the spirits want a reckoning, I'll lead it where the worlds refuse to bend. You're the wanderer forged by fire and water, and this is where the roads descend. Runes in the bark flare when you're near them, burning like brands beneath the bar. Tracks in the snow draw outlaw circles, a map that only stirs in dark. The bayou hums in northern silence, a southern ghost in frozen air. The mountains rumble like a loaded rifle, not weather, but a presence there.
I've heard that sound out on the long road.
I move like fire beneath the ice, a voice the cold can't choke or tame. I call you through the drifting shadows, because I've always known your name.
Then say it.
You were never walking alone. Something's rising in Raven's Hollow, burning wild like a storm you can't contain. Two worlds crashing in the same dark heartbeat, both of them shouting out your name. If the spirits want a reckoning, I'll bring it where the edges rip and tear. You're the wanderer bound for fire and water, and this is the night I drag you there. I'll be waiting. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
He came from the cold edge of the world, where fjords carve their truth into bone, and the wind remembers every step he tried to forget, but the bayou never let him go. Smoke still clings to his shadow, and the fire he buried rose again when he walked back into Raven's Hollow. Two worlds follow him now, ice in his blood, heat in his heartbeat, and a reckoning waiting at the gate. Tonight he's not a whisper in the dark. He's a man standing between fire and water, and she's the one who's seen him through it all. This is where their paths collide. This is where the wild calls him home. This is where the reckoning begins. This is part 4, the reckoning at Raven's Gate.
I came back from Raven's Hollow bleeding, boots still echoing that frozen drum. Smoke from the bayou in my jacket, fjord fire burning where I came from. Two worlds clawing at my ribcage, both of them hungry for the truth I owe. And I hear your voice in the northern side saying, boy, you can't outrun what you know.
I watch you stumble through the frost and shadows, like a man still running from his name. You left the hollow whispering secrets, but none of them ever burn the same. You carry smoke from a southern kingdom, and nights that never melts from home. But you never faced the fire between us, you just wandered like a ghost alone.
Hold the line,
hold the line,
hold the line.
Reckoning's coming down the spine.
I hear the fjord beneath my heartbeat, I hear the bayou in my bones. Every lie I tried to bury rose like smoke when I walked alone.
And I felt the worlds collide behind you, every step you tried to hide. You're the wanderer forged by fire and water, but you never learned to choose a side.
Something's breaking at Raven's Gate, a storm that knows the path you take. Two worlds pulling at the same damn soul, and neither one is gonna wait. If the spirits want a reckoning, then stand with me and face the flame. Cause the bayou knows your shadow, love, and the fjord still whispers your name. I tried to burn what hurt the deepest, but the smoke just caught me open wide. Every sin I dragged from Norway met the swamp like a rising tide. Raven's Hollow nearly broke me, left me shaking in the winter rain. But I'm done whispering in the darkness, I'm here to speak your name again.
Then speak it loud like the fire demands it, not like a man afraid to fall. I've walked the rooms that shift around you, I've heard the mountains call you home. But I've also felt the bayou claim you, like a ghost that never let you go. And if you want the truth between us, you gotta stand where the wild winds blow.
Stand your ground,
stand your ground,
stand your
ground. This is where the worlds come down.
I'm the smoke you saw from miles away, the fire that never learned to die.
I'm the voice that called you through the hollow, the shadow that refused goodbye.
Yeah, the fjord and swamp both claim my soul.
Then walk with me and pay the toll. Cause the night is breaking open, and the truth is taking hold. are turning.
Then lead the way.
I won't run again.
Some roads are chosen, some roads are forced, and some are walked because the heart refuses to turn back. He has followed the wind across mountains, storms, and shadows. Tonight it leads him home. This is the final chapter. This is where the wild wind blows.
I walk the ridge where the mountains rise, where the cold wind cuts like a sharpened knife. Every step I took was a name I carried. Every shadow was a piece of my life. The fjord called out like a memory burning. The bayou whispered from far below, and I knew the storm was coming for me, where the wild, wild wind would blow. I felt the roots of the north beneath me, heard the old world pounding in my chest. Two worlds called me into a stranger, but tonight I stand as what's left. The air grew still like a held-back secret. The sky turned dark like a closing door, and the wind rose up like a final warning, saying, boy, you can run no more. I've run from fire, I've run from water, I've run from every truth I chose. But the wind don't lie and the mountains listen. They know the way to wander around where the wild wind blows. That's where I'll go, where the hard truth cuts. That's where I'll stand, where the fjord meets flame. I'll face my name with the wild wind tearing through this land. I saw a silhouette in the distance, like a spark caught deep in the snow. She didn't speak, but the storm around her told me everything I needed to know. She'd walked the rooms that shaped my story, felt the storms I tried to hide, and the wind curled soft around her like the north itself was on my side. I am the smoke from the southern fire, I am the frost from the northern stone. I am the man who walked between worlds, but tonight I walk my own, where the wild wind blows. That's where I'll go, where the old songs rise. That's where I'll stand. Let the mountains roar, let the bayou know I'm the wanderer, and I've come home again.
The storms have quieted now, and the long road behind him has finally gone still. The mountains that once tested him now stand like silent witnesses, watching him breathe again. He's carried fire, shadow, memory, and hope across every mile of this land, and the wind that once chased him now rests at his side. The fjord below glows with the light of home. The sky above dances with colors older than any story he ever told. And so the wanderer lays down his burden, not in defeat but in peace. The journey is over, the circle is closed. This was the Northern Bayou Saga, created by Bjørdal.